Hello friends, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. The topic for this video is handling iframes. So what are the iframes? Iframes are basically the web page or HTML document which is embedded in another web page or in another web document. And how can we handle this? We can handle this either by index or by name or ID or by web element. So here you can see there is a method that is known as switch to. If we use driver.switch to, after that we can use dot frame either by index number or by name and ID or by driver.switch to frame web element. Other than that, if we want instead of if we want our driver to go back to the default frame, then we can use the methods driver.switch to .parent frame or driver.switch to default content to go back to the main or we can say the default frame. So let's see in the website. I have taken one website where I can show you the example of how these iframes looks like. So here this is a website selenium.dev, and here you can see there are three small frames, three different frames. This one is the bigger frame and these are two small frames side by side. So if we click here, this will affect this frame, and if we click here, this will affect this frame. So they are all interconnected, and if one is embedded in another one. So that's how we can say that the frames, iframes are those web pages those are embedded into another web page. So what we need to do here is, let's see, if I do right click on here, I can see an option in this window, that is view frame source. So it means that this page contains the iframes. This is the only indication that this page contains the frames. If the page will not contains the iframes, it will not show you this option in Chrome. And now what we need to do is we have to learn to switch between different frames. So let's start. Here I have already created a class. Here I have already created a class name as handling iframes, and already have created a method init method where I have globally declared my WebDriver and have done system.setProperties and put the URL where we are going to work today. So let's start with because here we don't know where our web driver is. On this URL we don't know where our web driver, in which frame actually our web driver is. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to direct our web driver that you have to work on this particular frame or this particular frame or this particular frame. So first thing is that here we have to check this frame. Let's see what is the, which frame is this, what the name of this frame, or what the ID of this frame, or what is the web element of this frame. So if we do Ctrl+Shift+C, we can open the DOM, and in the coding DOM we can check which frame it is. So generally what happened earlier, there was the option under head, there was another option to get the frames, but now it's after head it is coming just directly the body, and in body we have to find out our particular frame. So if we scroll down here, then we can see this is indicating the bigger frame, that is the third frame, but we need the smaller one. So we will scroll down. Yeah, here in this, let's see, this body it is. So what we need, I'll wait, we can click any of the element, and through that element if we go upside we can find, yes, this is the frame. So it is represented here by the name. So what we can do, just copy the name of the frame and go to your coding and do driver dot switch to dot frame. So frame, we have the method where we do have string name or ID. So let's select that one, and here we can give the name. So our driver now knows where to go, where to switch, on which frame it has to work on. Next is driver dot find element, and which element we want to work on. Let's see here. Let's see, I want to click on this org OpenQA Selenium. So I need to find out the XPath or link of this one. So let's say I want to work on with link text. So copy this one, and what we can do here, by dot link text, and here we have to paste the link. And next, what we want to do, action we want to do, click on this web element. So let's save this and let's execute our code, and we want to see if it will click on that link or not. So now our code is executing. So it has clicked on org openqa.selenium. We can see this window, and this frame is showing us the option for openqa.selenium. So let's close this manually, and our test is pass. No failure over there. So now what next we want to do? Next we want to do, after this frame, we want to work on this frame. And let's say I want to click on capabilities, and if I want to click on capabilities, what I need to do is I need to find out this web element, the XPath or link text of this web element. Let's say here also we do have capabilities, and we can do, I think, by link text also. Let's copy this from here, and we go back here. What we need to do is driver dot find elements by dot link text, and here we need to put our link, and the action that we want to do here is also click. Okay, so but before going to this web element, what we need to do is we need to switch to the driver dot find element, sorry, not driver dot find, driver dot switch to what, switch to frame by name or anything. Let's say for the timing we will have the name, and let's go back to our website. For this one, let's see where is the frame. We have to find out the frame. This here, if we go, this is representing our frame, iFrame. So what we need to do is let's copy the name, copy, and let's go back. Okay, let me close this window. We are here. So what we can do, we need to paste the name of the frame. So it is the package frame. But here what happens, we went to our driver is there in the first frame by this switch to frame, and when we click switch to this frame, our driver will go there also. But sometimes it forget to go here because it is not easy to switch for a driver from one frame to another frame before going to the parent frame or the default frame. So sometimes we need to do driver dot switch to dot default content or the parent frame. So though it is not necessary always to do this one, but sometimes if it doesn't work, we need to put this coding for the website to switch it between before switching between two frames. So let's save it and execute it. Execute, and we can save it over there also. Say execute. So it should have clicked to the capabilities link on the second frame. So you have seen it has clicked on the capabilities over here. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, interface capabilities, it has already clicked there. So let's close it, and we see here there is no failure, there is pass. So our method is pass here. Now further thing that we want to do here, we are in this interface capability. Let's try to click or to assert. What we want to do next is we can click also, we can find this. Okay, let's assert this page, and here this is the interface capability. What we can do is just click here. We can simply copy the XPath from here. Let's copy the XPath. Copy XPath for this one. Before going here or before asserting this one, what we need to do is we need to switch from this frame to this frame. So again we need some coding, simply like driver dot switch to dot default content, again the same, and next we need driver dot switch to dot frame, and frame by name. Let's say we will put the name later over here first, because we have already copied the XPath for the element. So let's say driver dot find element. This time I'm using XPath by dot XPath, and this XPath, let's copy this here, right, and we will use this, and we can save this also because we want to do assertion here. So what we can do is, let's say web element, and this is the okay, this is what we wanted in let me check in this interface capabilities. Let's copy this from here, copy, and what we can do, control V element equals to, what we need to do, remove the space and make it smaller one. Let's import this web element, and after importing this we do have this one. Okay, so frame, we need to get the frame for the third one. So how do we get the frame? We will go upside. When we will go up from here, we should find the frame. So this is the frame. Let's see, let's take the name, copy from here and go back, and we can put the name here. And oh, this is enter, so it's not that much important, but still okay. And now here we have switched from one frame to second frame and second frame to third frame. Now what we need to do is, because we want to do assert, so let's say assert dot equals. In this equals, we want to go to string message and string expected and string actual. So we will be going down. There are many methods. I have already talked about this in my assertion video. Let's go down because we want to find out the string message, string expected and string actual. Let's import it from org.testng. Let's take this one. So now our string we have to give string actual. What is our string actual? Our string actual is, oh sorry, not this. Let's go back, and our string actual is this. We can just simply take from here and we will go paste here. And next is enter. Let's take it from here. What we want get text method, and then these we will compare, and here we want to put the message, not the correct page. So yes, I think we are done with that. We already imported. Any other thing? Why showing the error? Now let's save it. Once we saved, now we have to execute it. So we have executed and it has clicked on that, and now we will see if it is fail or pass. It's pass. So let's close this manually, and it is passed. So passed iframe. Now if we want to see some errors, what can we do? We just, instead of capabilities, just paste type 2 over there and run it, so we can get the message, not the correct page. It has clicked on, and let's see if it has stopped this fail. So what we need to do is close it manually, and let's see what it will show us. So it is showing, it is giving us the message that not the correct page. Expected is interface capabilities, but we found interface capabilities too. So it is expected is this. Did we put the wrong here? It is our actual expected. It is actual. Oh, we just change our actuals. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. We just can change it basically. Okay. So now next, what next is let's see, we want to see some more errors over there. So let's remove this code that I was saying that this is just to go for the to the default framework or to default to the parent frame. If we don't use this coding, let's comment this out. If we don't use this coding and we want to execute our code, so what kind of error it will show us? Just to check the errors, we are going back like that. Otherwise we are done with the iFrames understanding. So if we going, we see it just still running. It's trying to find out the frame, because we just have comment this out our this coding, so it just now taking more time to find out the actual frame where it can work. So it is showing us pass 0 and fail 1. Why it got failed? Because it couldn't find the frame. See, it is showing us the exception, no such frame exception. So it doesn't find the frame. So if sometimes if we don't put this coding, it will not be able to find the frame. But in few website it is not necessary to put it, and in some it is very important to put it. So always please remember this one. I hope you like this video, and that's why just please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching it.